This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I trust everyone will have a wonderful day. And in the news for December 13, 2022, firearm found in baby's crib, man arrested. The St. James police have seized a handgun along with a magazine containing 10.40 rounds of ammunition on Gordon Crescent in Granville, St. James on Sunday. Reports from the local police are that about 10:38 p.m., a joint police military team was on patrol when a house was searched and the weapon found under clothing in a baby's crib. A man was arrested in connection with the find. However, his name is being withheld pending charges. More information to come. Cops to investigate a mental state of man who stole police uniform. The unidentified man who was seen in a video in the guard room of the Matilda's Corner police station wearing partial police uniform, shirt, pants, and boots is still in detention but is yet to be charged. This is because investigators are contemplating professional assistance to evaluate the status of the man's mental health. It would appear that there would have been some mental health issues. We will have to get some assistance for him from a mental institution in pursuit of conducting an evaluation of his mental status, a police source disclosed. According to reports earlier yesterday, the man ran onto the compound of the police station and made his way undetected into the barracks, donned a police uniform, shirt, pants, and boots, and was attempting to leave the compound when officers intercepted him. It was only after questioning the man that the police realized that he had stolen the uniform and detained him. A police spokesman told the news that they are yet to determine how the man got into the barracks, but disclosed that usually at a shared facility and with officers going in and out on a regular basis, it is not uncommon for a room to be left unlocked. A caption with the video making the rounds claims that a man ran onto the compound to escape a mob after damaging 12 vehicles in the nearby Sandy Park area, but the police could not confirm this. Number of police fatal shootings does not indicate overuse of deadly force, says Finzi Smith. Security consultant Robert Finzi Smith says the number of fatal shootings by police officers does not reflect any widespread practice of the police to use deadly force in all confrontations with criminals. He was speaking against the background of a report from the Independent Commission of Investigations that 14 police officers were involved in 112 fatal shootings during the period June 1, 2020 to July 30, 2021. Mr. Finzi Smith said it is better that only 14 have been identified, arguing that a higher number of officers would indicate that deadly force is frequently being used and that the cops are following what the National Security Minister technically told them some time ago, which is to shoot to kill.
You have a greater problem if the pool was spread wider, because it would mean that the general attitude of the force would be following what the Minister of National Security had technically told them some time ago, shoot to kill. If you have a small group, has it ever occurred that there are specialist teams within the force that encounter these type of confrontations more often than other people? And they would be the ones at the sharp end of the stick, so to speak. You have a number of police officers who are very hesitant to open fire on anybody because of the legal complications and consequences that occur, even if you simply execute your duty. The lawyer fee, the indictment, the loss of pay while you wait to be cleared. So it is a very interesting situation, because if someone attacks you with intent and you retreat, you have now given up ground that you'll probably never get back. On the other hand, if you return fire and do so accurately and do so often, you're now regarded as an executioner. We keep giving our police force baskets to carry water and then accusing them of spilling.
Psychologist Dr. Lakem Samaj believes that the fact that no charges were laid against the officers involved in the fatal shootings indicates that they were justified in their actions.
In any data set, you will have some outliers. You'll have some people who it happens to more than others because of the circumstances they're in, because of their efficiency. Because let's face it, if you are a good shot, it means that many times when confronted and you have to return fire, it will be more effective than others. But if the investigation, as carried out by Indicom, indicate that the person, no charges were brought against this individual because they were within the lawful context of carrying out their duty. It's unfortunate for us to want to know, but why did it happen to you so often? Why did it happen to you so often? Because it's probably one of the hardest jobs in Jamaica to make these kind of split-second decisions of life or death, and oftentimes, every time you go out, it's your life that's on the line.
Manhunt launched for gunmen who carried out a deadly attack on China Harbor Engineering Company compound. Senior detectives from the Major Investigations Division have launched a manhunt for gunmen who carried out a deadly attack on the compound of the China Harbor Engineering Company at the Plantation Heights off Mandela Highway, leaving 2 security guards dead. The guards, 22-year-old Brandon Tristan Small, employed to GYD Security Company, and the Lincoln Royal of Brownsall St. Catherine, were killed when heavily armed men invaded the complex on Sunday night. A third guard who went missing after he reportedly fled the compound later turned himself into the police. Deputy Superintendent Coleridge Minto, head of operations for the St. Andrew South Police, said the guard is in good physical condition but in a state of shock.
I don't want to go too much into the details of it because, as you can appreciate, it's a very delicate and sensitive matter. 2 Jamaicans have lost their lives under tragic situations, security officers who were on duty. We would prefer that, the investigators conduct their full investigations, and then a full statement will be released regarding this matter. Not only him, but even some of the other officers who turned up at the location, fellow co-workers, are very traumatized. Many of them have expressed not only shock, but grief, and no doubt will need some amount of counseling. He was in also a state of trauma and very shocked and also, very concerned. But again, happy he's alive. He's still able to give an account, and that is being done at the moment.
The Jamaica Association for Private Security has urged the police to find the killers of the 2 security guards. Teddy Lee Gray, president of the association, said he is happy the other guard has been found alive.
The third officer, we're happy that he is found and alive. And one message to security officers, the Christmas season, is a very tough season where the criminals are out. So they're going to see us first. So please, we should see them first before painting. So please be vigilant, at night, especially at night. Please be vigilant. And even at days, persons working in the supermarket and other places of our business establishment. Please be vigilant because we are the first line of protection for the clients, the private sector, so they're going to come up after us. So please be vigilant in times like these.
Hawkeye security guard dies in Mandeville crash. Hawkeye security employees have been plunged into mourning following the death of a colleague in a motor vehicle crash on Monday on Caledonia Road in Mandeville. Sources named the deceased as Rudolph Pasley, otherwise called Randy, a security guard. Reports suggest that shortly after 7 a.m., Pasley was driving a Toyota Corolla motorcar owned by Hawkeye when he fell ill at the wheel, causing the vehicle to crash into a wall. Up to Monday evening, police were unable to confirm details. It was a somber mood at the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where Hawkeye employees gathered on Monday morning as the news spread about their colleagues' passing. JAPS disappointed with Labour Minister's silence on security guards issue. The Jamaica Association for Private Security says it is bitterly disappointed with the performance of Labour Minister Carl Samuda and his handling of the impasse between security guards and their employees. JAPS President Teddy Lee Gray told the news that the minister has done nothing to assist the island's security guards since their employment status changed with the landmark Supreme Court ruling in September. The court had ruled that security guards are not independent contractors but employees entitled to the accompanying benefits. But speaking with the news, Mr. Gray said there has only been a deafening silence from Minister Samuda, who he accused of ignoring the hardships facing security guards.
Like sometimes with the protest, we have to call him out for him to say something. But as a minister, please address the workers, address us. Don't just meet with certain set of people like the business owners alone. Try to talk to us security officers, Try to speak on the issue. You don't even have to talk to us as security, but speak on the issues. Stop saying that you're in talking with the security companies. What about we, the security officers? I think if communication was there, I think you would see us security officers in the street protesting. And also set a timeline regards to the court ruling, what's happening. September 23 was a court ruling on his death in silence on what's going on. Whether give us a timeline, whether it's, April, whatever, but give us a timeline. Don't let security have to basically come out with timelines.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.